is Bitcoin slope strategy. 54% return, 68 win rate, Sharpe Ratio more than 2. It is 75% model accuracy. It is binary classification probability. I'm tested it on 10,000 bars. It is 1 hour time series. And also I used statistical test, and 4 out of 4 core statistical test passed. Let's be honest, 99% of training indicators not working. They look great on historical charts because they curve fitted, but when you trade them live, they fall apart. What is the problem? Most traders never test their strategy properly. They see a pretty charts and assume it works. But here's the truth. If you don't run statistical certificate tests, you have no idea if your results are real or just luck. Today I'm going to show you how to properly validate a trading strategy and demonstrate an indicator that actually passed all the tests. The indicator I'm testing is called BTC Slope from TS Marble. It is an AI model that analyzes Bitcoin's price slope patterns and predicts the probability that the current trend will continue. And here is the key number, 75% accuracy, validated on over 10,000 hourly candles using VectorBT testing. This is amazing. That means the model only ever sees historical data when scoring each window. It means no head bias, only VectorBT validation is correct validation. For example, the model output probability from 0 to 1. If above 0.95%, strong bullish signals, for example. Also below 0.05, bearish levels warning. Everything is between it is something like a neutral zone. What makes it unique is that it gives you 4 different time horizons. 4 hours for catching intraday momentum shift, 12 hours for swing trade confirmation, 24 hours for daily direction, 60 hours for multi-day macro bias. It means 4 models give you 4 different probability depends of time horizon. What this means? The model doesn't predict price, it predicts trend durability. It asks, based on historical patterns, how likely is this trend to persist over the next 4 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours, 60 hours. Signals fire only when multiply horizon agree, reducing false positives. And it updates every hour when fresh data coming from Binance. Link to the indicator is the description below. Before we dive into the trading strategy, let me show you the model's raw accuracy. TS Marble validated the model on around 10,000 hourly candles using VectorBT testing. That means the model never seen the future data when making predictions. What about results? 75% accuracy, precision around 75% for both classes. It's really important. The confusion matrix show is balanced, not biased toward bulls or bears. I built a simple strategy using the probability signals, only probability data. Enter when all 4 horizons are bullish, exit when any short-term horizon turns bearish. Let's look at the results. Total return is around 54%, buy and hold its benchmark results is around 49%, so it means we generate alpha is around plus 5%. Sharpe Ratio is around 2. Win rate is 68%. Max and down only 7.57%. Looks great, but these numbers means nothing without statistical validation. We need to do it. Test number 1. Can a random strategy achieve the same results? I run 1000 random entry and exit strategy and compare the returns to our indicator strategy. Results. Our strategy beats 100% of random strategy. P-value is essentially 0. This means the results are not due to luck. The indicator has a real edge. Test number 2. Bootstrap Analysis. The question: how stable are the returns? I created 1000 Bootstrap samples from the trades and calculated the 95% confidence interval. What's the results? The confidence interval is 12.9% to 73.4%. The lower bound is well above zero. This means we're 95% confidence that the strategy generate positive returns, not just something consistently. So it is H. The number 3. Walk forward analysis. The question: does it work on new, unseen data? I split the data into 5 periods and tested each one independently. What are the results? 4 of 5 periods were profitable. Average returns is around plus 6.64% per period. One period, small losses is around minus 2.65%, but this is normal market variance. The strategy is robust across different market conditions, and it's only a long strategy. This is the gold standard for strategy validation. It proves the strategy isn't overfitted, it's working. It is edge. Test number 4. Permutation test. The question: does the signal actually have prediction power? I shuffle the indicator of signals randomly 10,000 times and compare the results. What is the results? The original strategy massively outperforms shuffle signal, p-value less than 0.001. This proves the signal aren't just noise. They contain real information about future price movement. Now the t-test. This one is interesting. The t-test compares the daily returns of our strategy versus buy and hold, and technically it didn't pass. P-value is 0.89. But here's why that's actually fine. The t-test measure is daily returns are different, but our strategy isn't in the market every day. It's tactical strategy. It enters only when signals align, which is about 6% of the time. The real advantage isn't in daily returns. It is in risk-adjusted returns. Sharpe Ratio more than 2, max drawdown only 7%, versus Bitcoin typically 30% drawdowns. So 4 of 4 core tested best. The t-test is supplementary for tactical strategy like this. This indicator is statistically proven to have an edge. Let me show you how to use this indicator in your own trading. First, I clone the repository, links in the description. Install dependencies with pip install requirement.txt. Then you need to create a .env file and input your API key. Then you can get the API key from tsmarble. Again, links below. Now let's fetch the indicator data. I import the BTC Slope Probability class, initializes with my API key and call fetch all. This give me probability signals for all 4 horizon. Let me show you the latest signals. On the terminal, I execute this command line with this file, and after that I download the data, and I can display this data on the charts. Now let's run the backtest. I'm using VectorBT, one of the best Python libraries for backtesting. I set my entry threshold in these parameters for different horizon and exit when 4 hours drops below 0.3 probability or 12 hours drops below 0.4 probability. On the terminal, let's execute the command line to run this Python file. So when we're running, we download the data and do some simple backtest, and you can see the results. And after that, the script trying to little bit optimize threshold with probability to achieve better results. After optimizing using VectorBT, you can see these results. So you can use this script to analyze this strategy or your own strategies. Also, I created this Jupyter notebook for you, and you can looking for more detail. For example, here you can download the data. After that, you can run some Backtest. Also, it is some explanation from Monte Carlo test. You can run it, you can play it with this one. It is histogram from Monte Carlo. Then Bootstrap test with description, with codebase. So we can look for histogram. It's for validation, description, and why we should to use it in our testing data. It's also for permutation test with descriptions, with codebase, with histogram, the test. Also, it is some summarization of our testing this data, and also it is some charts with backtest. So the BTC Slope Probability indicator has 75% model accuracy on 10,000 candles. This trading strategy passed 4 out of 4 core statistical tests. It generates real alpha with approximately 68% win rate and Sharpe Ratio about 2. I've also shared all my research code on GitHub, link in the description. You can run the test yourself, you can modify the strategy, or you use it as a template for your own research. If you want to try it yourself, I've put my referral links in the description. When you sign up through that links, you support this channel at no extra cost to you. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more quant trading content. And drop a comment below. What other indicator should I test next? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.